We're here in Guadalajara today talking about startups and the entrepreneurial community in Guadalajara, and joining us is Yamin Ruiz. He's the founder and CEO of Proteus. Very interesting organization looking at investing in exciting new startups in Guadalajara. And one of the things I'm curious about, Yamin, is just the whole idea of why Guadalajara. What do you think, in your own words, are the unique attractions of investing here?
First of all, here in Guadalajara, people tend to be really constant in what they do. They are people that like living here, so they take care of their jobs, but they also try to innovate. As in Guadalajara, we have the cradle of the tequila, we have the mariachi, we even have just left the Miss Universe 2010 was from here. So that's our risk-taking capacity, and the people, So, in a way, you gotta be careful in what you do because you wanna stay here and have a great job, but also you wanna go a little further and innovate. That's what we see here in Guadalajara, and we're starting to see some other things. For instance, Guadalajara right now is the Pan American game, like it's gonna be here, and that's why that happened because Guadalajara is telling the world, please take a look at what we're doing. Infrastructure is great. We have, for the high-end people, we have like 8 or 9 golf courses. There's more getting built. We got new infrastructure in many areas. For instance, the industrial ones. We have incredible new state-of-the-art warehouses. We have 18,000 engineers coming out each year from the different technical institutions. And besides, we got the faith of great companies such as HP, Dell, Oracle, Intel. They're not only replicating the manufacture pattern around the globe, but they're actually starting up development centers here. Because Mexicans, guess what, tend to be a lot more creative than what many people think.
Sure, absolutely. Well, let me ask you. I know it's early days. And it's probably not fair to compare Guadalajara to being like Silicon Valley yet. But are you beginning to see signs that the investment angel community is starting to develop here?
Yes. Guadalajara, as it's really traditional, used to have really traditional investors. But right now, you see that those investors can't look away from this incredible companies coming on and investing on guys that they know. Because also the government is starting to invest things that we didn't used to see a lot. For instance, the Quasitjal is being really helpful. Sorry, and that's like a part of the government that we hadn't seen. They're actually giving grants to great products and great companies, and they're coming up. And that helps them, grow and actually take the product to the market. We're starting to see that the universities are also trying to get involved, such as the Tech of Monterrey, and such as the ITESA, for instance, UP, and obviously the UDG.
Sure.
And when you see that all these big universities, big companies are starting to invest here, if you're an investor, like a typical one, you're gonna be like, okay, they're doing money out of this, so I want to see, how can I get involved? How can my money get to those companies, and how can I have an actual good return? So that's what I'm starting to see. Besides, you asked me earlier that what does Guadalajara have, or why are we investing here? Climate's great. We can't complain about that, such as in Silicon Valley. Also, there's a factor that engineers tend to go also to California and all that because life there, we have great bars, restaurants, the quality of life, the girls, everything, adds up and makes this ecosystem here be something attractive to other Mexicans.
So you have two things going on in your organization. You have a private equity fund and the Angel Seed Capital program. Just in a nutshell, tell me more about the angel side and the kind of companies you're looking to invest in.
Okay. Right now we're running this angel program with a pilot company, and we're starting to see that it all starts with a core team. If the core team is really solid and they pitch us a great product idea or a great, new service idea or whatever, we can actually work with that and help them get to the point that we really need the company. And it's really difficult to tell you specifically what companies we're looking for. We obviously follow the trends. We go through the mobile app, mini startup companies. We obviously have opened our eyes to some other IT companies. Why? Because it's cheaper to actually start them, and it's easier to get all our knowledge and people we know to have advisories for them and help them get there. That's basically what we're looking for.
So for you, when you're looking at these companies, are you looking for companies that are going to be selling services and products in the Mexico market, or those that are thinking globally?
No, actually, all the companies we try to get into the program are looking globally. Because
why is that so important?
Because actually the monetizing part of those companies comes along with downloads and comes along with many of the structures that, for instance, the iTunes Store has, or for instance, the XBLA has. So why, if you're gonna have a showroom that's globally accessible, why go on the showroom that only your neighbors can see?
Exactly.
That's basically
interesting.
The way of thinking.
So what is the outlook? Do you what signs are you seeing that Guadalajara will, like you talked earlier about, you're going to show the world Guadalajara is on the map. So in the year or two, what do you think are some true signals or benchmarks that will demonstrate that?
Well, there's, first of all, when people in Oregon downloads an app and finds out it was actually done here, that's a signal.
Mm-hmm.
When, someone's using a piece of hardware that was designed here in Guadalajara, that's also a good signal. Because, as I told you before, Intel is starting to design here. So maybe the next Pentium something is going to be designed here, or maybe the next iPad is going to be actually, the hardware at least is going to be some part of it designed here. Mm-hmm. So that would be a signal.
Excellent. Well, thank you, Yamin. We'll check back in with you in a few years and see how it's going.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.